Okay, now coming up to major part, there have been a few often questions which are already there in a previous video. So let's ask him and get clear. So first of all, question comes is a placement is a centralized that all the campus placement happen in general or every campus has different placement. So Sudhanshu, can you clarify it?
So, my batch, the batch of 2018, actually we our placements happened during the COVID time.
Hmm.
So everything happened online, and any like if you have seen in movies or something like that, wherein you need to go to the college, you sit in rows, there'll be an interview happening face to face, and then based on that you will be selected for the next round. All the stuff actually happened online.
Hmm.
So if you were selected for the next round, therefore you will go for the next processor, next step.
Hmm.
Now when it comes to the centralized part of the question, now for the past few years, yes, it has been centralized. But whether you need to go to Vellore to do that, or whether it happens in your own respective campuses, I'm not sure, unfortunately. But in my opinion, I yes, everybody gets the same amount of opportunities. So irrespective of VIT Vellore student, Chennai or other branches, AP or Bhopal branches,
Hmm.
each one gets the same number of roles.
Yeah, but I have heard about it. I generally have a talk with the various seniors. So I got to came to know that this time also the placements have been hybrid. Means a few of students placements have been done at campus. Means what they need to do. Just one or two rounds are being conducted at a campus, and interviews are means in general with all of the campus. So interviews are being held on various teams and that way, and students used to get shortlisted. And a few of the students, a few of the companies have been coming, and their placements have been now going to be online from now for all of the four campus. So placements have been standardized, and this time also the placements have been hybrid, and it depends.
So yeah, as you said right now, when I was applying for placements, it was online,
Hmm.
and now you're saying it's hybrid. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's like a transition between online to offline.
Hmm.
So maybe few more years, probably it'll all become offline. So you will need to go to the college, sit for placements, and everything will happen like that. But the fact whether you need to go to Vellore for the placements, I'm exactly not sure, because VIT AP is a kind of recent college, and the 2 years, the batch 2017 and 2018 applied for only online placements.
Hmm.
So whether the future students right now, my juniors, would have to go to college VIT Vellore or not, I'm not exactly sure. But of course you will be intimated soon enough.
Yeah.
They will give you a certain time period wherein you will be prepared to go to the college or apply in college or something like that. So you
Hmm.
really don't need to worry about that. Everything will be satisfied, or the criteria that you're looking forward will be satisfied.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, and one more coming to the question. There is your campus placement was an means on-campus placement or it was an off-campus placement.
Yeah, so I have been getting this question a lot.
Hmm.
Funny thing is, yes, this is actually an on campus placement.
Hmm.
So the time that I applied for, if people knew when exactly I applied for, people will be shocked or surprised. Basically, I applied at the end of around fourth year.
Hmm.
Now, when you're applying for placements, you need to be very, very patient. You don't know when which company will come. Therefore, just because you got selected for one role, don't have the opportunity to get you don't have the opportunity to apply for that particular category role or something like that. So I applied. I was waiting. I of course faced many rejections also,
Hmm.
but at the end, at the like probably in the mid of fourth year, uh, probably second semester, or probably starting of fourth year, second semester, that is when I applied for my role.
Hmm.
So yes, it's a completely on campus role.
Okay.
Off campus also there is possibility that these roles can be applied for, but the benefit of on campus is that the campus itself will take the whole responsibility of tracking the companies and making sure that the students get whatever documents they need, or whatever letters or agreement letters, offer letters, whatever they need. So that is what happens. But when it comes to off campus ones, this particular company only, if you apply for off campus, then you have to be very very like, you need to either bug them, or you need to look forward for them, or something like that. So that's a lot of probably risky thing. So
Okay. Are any free certification courses have been worth, or it's depend generally?
okay, so certification courses, if it is appropriate for the domain that you're working for example, let us say that the data analyst role that I was working for, Excel, people neglect Excel because they think it is a very easy thing, but that itself is one big course that can be learned separately as a certification course. Now, if you have learned this, then of course that will play as an important role, because Excel actually is part and parcel of data analysts. But in general, if you think it is not appropriate, or if you think that the certification courses is just for your resume or something like that, then yes, there is nothing wrong in actually doing that. So there is not much negative points. It's just that if you're doing it at a very crucial time wherein your time will be probably wasted and it is actually not necessary. So two negative things people generally don't prefer. But if it is necessary, better do that. And that actually, as I've told before, will play as a plus point for your resume.
Yeah, man. So it should be relevant to your skill set.
Yes, if it's relevant to your skill set and it is necessary for your job role that you want to prefer or that you want to work for, then yes, it is good.
Or else it wouldn't matter much.
It is just a plus point for your resume. That's all. So it's just that it is not necessary to be a strong point. It's just an additional plus 1 point. That's all.
Okay.
So an additional point that I want to actually talk about is about the resume. Now, the resume should be short and crisp, but it should also be very informative. So when an interviewer generally looks at the resume, they should see that everything that they want is satisfied or not, or maybe at max all the probably maximum points are satisfied or not. So your resume that you build, or the resume that you make, should be in such a way that, so if you think that your resume is not good or not, it is better to try to contact a faculty or someone who is a proper official, such that they will tell you what are the things that are lacking in your resume. Most importantly, of course, are your skill sets, your projects, or the internships or job experiences that you had. But of course, you guys are all beginners, and you are applying just after finishing your degree. Therefore, you might not have any job experiences other than the fact that you have done some partial internships. Now, this internship can be used as an experience. So work experience instead of job experience can be applied for. Now, these three factors are the main things that they look forward for. But one main important point about resume is, please, you should ensure that you do not lie on your resume, because if by any chance they ask you a question related to something that you actually falsely put, then you will face a lot of consequences. So immediately when they find out that you actually lied on your resume about that factor or that part, then of course you will be immediately, like, the interview will be stopped at that moment itself.
Okay. Yeah, and one more question I have, that your placement was an international offer, or it was a national offer only?
So it is actually an international offer only. But the training and the basic fundamentals are happening nationally. That means in India itself. Now, after that, based on your performance only, they will give you the opportunity of working internationally.
Hmm.
So yes, a very simple, clear-cut answer is this.
Yeah. Okay.